Okay, so I need you guys to tell me if this is a pretty cool, clever way to do this, or if this is the most horrible, inefficient piece of crap you've ever seen in your life. So the schedule is a table like this that's different colors and different places, and doing something like this with a HTML table is kind of a pain in the butt, because if you want this block to be here that's spanning multiple rows, then you need to put empty table datas here, or else it'll fall all the way to the place that's not occupied. So to have it spaced out like this on time and across studios, you have to have table datas and blah 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 blah. So this always takes me a while to make manually, so I wanted to have this little interface that I made to um, create new and edit existing classes. I wanted the system to be able to go pull all the active classes, and then based on their time, their duration, and everything else, generate that deal. And I was able to make this. And I was like, how can I do this with spanning multiple rows, and how am I going to make this work programmatically? So what I ended up doing was I basically thought of a chessboard where you have A, B, C, D across the top, and that would be like all of the columns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way through 20 or more, depending on how long a time span. And each one is a 15-minute time block. So 4 of these would be 1 hour. So what I have it do is I have it go grab all the active classes, and then this is just the color coding based on what level it is. And then I have a variable that's an empty table data for every single uh, table data in the whole table. A through N and 1 through 20. And then all the classes that it finds that are active in the system, then it does logic figuring out um, what color it's going to be, and then it looks at what time it starts, and what I have to do here is dynamically create the variable names right here. So it's setting the variable A1 to this stuff, and then so that's how it drops it where that class should start on the grid. But then it has to go, if it's like an hour, that means it should span 4 rows. So it should go from A1 down to A4. So then it'll look at what time it starts, that numerical value, and then it'll calculate how many rows based on the length of time, and then it'll remove the empty table datas where that block is taking up, because you need blah blah blah. Give me a freaking, there we go. Because like this will be like a row. This is an hour and a half, so this should be a row span of 6, which means that it puts that row span of 6 in this first table data, and then the other 5 table datas need to be like need to be empty. If there's a open and closed table data, then it'll knock everything else down here. So yeah, that's how I created this. I've never created so many variables in one script in my entire life. So I thought that you'd either facepalm, think it's cool, or just laugh at me.